Now, our next guest hails from Rathcoole in County Dublin, but after relocating to Norway, he has quickly established himself as one of Norway's most sought-after professional entertainers. He's performed for the likes of Bono and the Beckhams, but his most recent gig has seen him sail through to the semi-finals of Norway's Got Talent.
So how has this Irishman managed to impress the judges and audiences across Norway so far? Well, we have him here and we're going to just take a quick look at him in action in Norway's Got Talent first.
The 8 of clubs. Watch this. And you've been holding these the whole time?
Yes.
Watch. The 8 of clubs.
Yeah.
I'll do it very slowly. So you can all see. Watch. That is one card, and one card only, turned down on the deck. Bjorn?
So, like this?
Yeah, just hold it there. You gotta build the suspense, Bjorn. Okay, maybe just me. Here we go. Turn it over.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Dennis
He looked like a slimmed-down Johnny Vegas. Good morning. Dennis Stone, how are you?
How are you, Mark? Nice to meet you.
Welcome
Good morning.
home.
Good morning, Ciara.
Good morning, and you're very, very welcome to the programme. First of all, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks very much, yeah.
You don't have any Norwegian in
just
that
a Norwegian
particular
lady,
clip.
yeah.
But you met a Norwegian lady, so
Yeah.
that's how you've ended up over in Norway.
yeah.
So tell us what's happening there. At what stage of the competition was that?
That stage there was the quarter-final. We're now into the semi-final on Friday the 13th, no less, yeah.
And what trick were you doing there?
That
Or what
trick,
illusion? Would you call it a
Yeah.
trick or an illusion?
I suppose people can call it both, you know. It's a lot of comedy involved. I like to bring a lot of fun into my particular type of magic. So it was where they pick an invisible deck of cards and they were shuffling the cards, and yeah, it was after a lot of routine and pulling out a mirror and lots of jokes that we were able to get one card that was turned face down, the card that he had invisibly turned over. Yeah. I'll show you someday, yeah.
Okay.
When I'm back.
Interesting. I'm looking at the notes. You share quite a lot in common with Keith Barry, who I'm sure you know quite well.
Keith well, yeah.
In terms of, in terms of what you're doing with audience and all the rest of it. But the fascination with magic, with illusions, with all that kind of stuff started very young. And I know Keith said that I think he got a magic set when he was 6 or 7 or something like that. And about the same age that you got the bug as well.
Correct, yeah. I actually saw a magician when I was down in Tipperary at a family event. And that's how it all... I mean, I was totally amazed by what I seen.
Was it a kind of a thunderbolt moment?
I still remember it very well, what he did on the day, and you know, all the magic that he done. And I mean, I'm great friends with him now, you know. He's 70 on the 10th of February, he was, you know. So
who is he?
His name is Patrick Burke. He's a magician from Tipperary, but he's a good friend of mine now, you know. But it was it was amazing to get that feeling, sense of wonderment, and you know, and that hasn't left me, you know. And I just want to share it as much as I can with everybody.
So I think most of us probably remember the first time you saw a magician or an illusionist, and you went, "Wow, how did they do that? That's incredible!" But then you sort of forgot about it.
Yeah.
So you didn't obviously forgot about it.
No.
So how did you go from being that child looking at this magician and being blown away to actually doing what you're doing now?
Yeah, well, it started off quite... I mean, my older sister, Anne, she had to go in and get some magic books in the city centre. I wasn't allowed in on the bus, unfortunately, when I was that young on my own, but she was a bit older. She'll kill me for saying that. But she was able to go into the city and get me some books, and, you know, I just devoured book after book then, learning as much as I could and, you know, practising, and, you know, and then I started off in the school doing it, and, you know, invited into the staff room in my primary school, and then, you know, started doing more and more.
Great way of getting attention, Dennis. You see, I mean, you know, if there's a natural performer in you,
yeah,
that's a great way to kind of get the focus of attention on you.
Yeah, I just love giving people a bit of fun. You know, it takes them. A lot of people have lots of stuff and issues going on and problems in the world, and magic, for me, it just takes everyone away from it. You know, just even for a brief few minutes, whatever stresses they have.
You call it a type of psychological magic.
Yeah.
So what does that really
try
mean?
Some of that. Sometimes it's tapping into the brain of the spectator as well, sometimes as well. So we might try it later on.
You call yourselves mentalists now. I mean, when I was growing up, magicians were major entertainers, and they'd have their own shows on television, etc. And then it kind of died away, and then it kind of, I don't know whether it was a sort of a punk rock version of magic came out. It was illusions, and then mentalism.
Yeah. So it's all most guys would tap into all different areas as well, you know, to make it an all-round performer, you know. I think it's nice to have like different variations on what you can do, you know.
But people love the idea that you've read their mind, that you're able to sort of see inside their brain and read their thoughts. I think that's what really blows people away, doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah. I mean,
but we tell you what's going on in our heads because we have
Yes.
tells, don't we?
Exactly.
And you just learn how to read those.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can tell. Like, you know, I know what you're thinking there. For instance, you're thinking, is he any good?
Oh, I'm thinking that my toes hopping is actually what I'm really thinking.
Is there good camaraderie that between other magicians,
there
other
would be,
mentalists?
yeah.
And
I mean,
is
there
there
would
that sort
be.
of
I mean,
sharing your knowledge and sharing your tricks and
I mean,
sharing your tips?
It's no different than any other art form. I mean, you have to develop as an art, people have to share with each other, you know, and it makes all of us stronger. And then, you know, we get great friends out of magic. You know, I've got friends from all over the world now, you know, Australia and America, all different parts.
Well,
you know.
you've got the magic circle, haven't you?
Yeah, there's a magic circle there as well. Yeah.
And what are the rules of entry to that, and then the rules of secrecy when you get in there are quite strict, aren't they?
Yeah, they're quite strict. Yeah, they're quite strict. Yeah, I mean, you have to first of all you have to pay the fee. You know, there's an annual fee, and then you have an entrance exam and stuff when you go in. You know, so it's
quite exclusive club.
Yeah, it's quite exclusive. Yeah, it's quite exclusive.
And does it have amateurs and the sort of top
Yeah,
pros?
it has. Yeah, like that with magic, it has. The development there is there for no matter what level, you know. So that's the great thing about magic. You get to mix and mingle with, you know, some guys like, you know, you mentioned Dynamo earlier on, who I've met a few times, and you know, he's going through the mill and stuff now at the moment. But I mean, you know, you get to meet and greet with like whoever, even when you're just starting out as a kid. I remember like meeting top guys from America when I was 14, 15. You know, sitting down and chatting to them. You know.
When did you get to perform for Bono, Cheryl Cole, and the Beckhams?
Yeah,
How did this come about?
Yeah, so that was through my agent in London. So a lot of them gigs, like for the likes of that, you wouldn't even know who you're going in to perform for until you actually walk through the doors of the house, basically, you know.
So these are private, if they're having
private. They were private
parties.
family events. They were, yeah. So you go in, and I mean, David Beckham in particular was, you know, he was gassed. You know, he really hopping about the place. You know, it's like he was on the pitch. You know, he was calling over all his family, and he's a character. He loved it, you know.
So you went from obviously performing to these people to moving over to Norway with your partner and your children over there. And why then Norway's Got Talent? Were you just looking for sort of another platform, or just trying to get established in Norway?
Well, yeah, it was. I mean, kind of by a chance encounter. I was doing a gig in the city centre of Oslo, and yeah, it was kind of surreal. At the end of the show, there was two women come up to me, and they were scouts for the show, and said, would I come onto the show, Norway's Got Talent, which, if I'm being honest, I didn't even know existed there, you know. And then my partner was at the gig, Talene, and she just said, I told them who they were, you know, and what they said, and she said, just go for it, and we just applied then, and you know, the rest is kind of history.
Would you have been? I mean, prior to this, would you have been well known in showbiz circles in Norway?
Yeah. I mean, I do a lot of corporate work here in Ireland. I mean, I still fly back regular. You know, I do a lot of weddings in Ireland throughout the year. I've got a lot of weddings booked up.
But you've got Norwegian daughters, is it? Isabella and Susanna.
Isabella and Susanna. Yeah, Isabella's she's quite handy at the magic herself. You know,
is she?
She always says
Shows
that.
potential.
Yeah, she has potential.
Is life in Norway for you now? I mean, that's where you're based.
Yeah, and here. I mean, work is in both countries. I mean, I'm coming back regular, but life is there. I mean, my kids are in the kindergarten there, and you know, they're settled in.
So they're Norwegian.
Yeah, they're Norwegian. Yeah.
And do you speak Norwegian?
Little small bits. Yeah.
Is
I know
it
how to say I love
language,
you
by
and
the way?
things like that. Yeah. I won't say it to you, Mark, but
No, say it to Ciara.
We saw the judges there who were clearly really impressed by the trick that you did. So are you going to do something for us?
Yeah, I'm going to do something for you as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to clear your head for a second, Ciara, of everything. Okay.
This stuff makes me nervous, I'll be honest. I don't want anybody reading what's going on in here on a Tuesday morning.
Just look me in the eyes for a second. Okay. Perfect. We have that sorted now. I just want you to think of a celebrity, any celebrity in the world, okay, male or female. There's thousands, if not millions, across the world, okay? Have you got one in your head?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just keep that in your head, okay?
Yep.
Because before I actually came into the studio, I put a photograph in here. And this is actually a photograph of that celebrity. For the first time, Ciara, can you tell me the name of the celebrity?
Robbie Keane.
Robbie Keane. You're not going to believe this, look. A, B, C, D, just... Robbie Keane, here we go, yeah. There is actually a photograph of Robbie Keane as a baby. Thank you very much, Ciara, yeah. Actually,
really?
Mark, you won't believe it. Someone last week said to me, Muhammad Ali. But don't worry, I actually had that covered as well. But no, You did in fact pick Robbie Keane out of all the celebrities across the world that you could have chosen.
Yes.
There's no way I could have known that. You're merely thinking of it in your head.
Yes.
Okay, watch this.
Now I'm getting worried.
Me too, and I know how it's done. Yeah.
What's going on?
Okay. Get rid of me. It's tight.
Oh.
I think we should have music.
Very good.
You're thinking of. Oh, hang on.
I think we've probably got it, have we?
Mr.
Woo!
Robbie Keane.
Okay, now I don't feel very well, I have to say.
I'm passionate about Ireland as well, yeah. Yeah,
Look, I don't know how you do that. I actually don't really
very
want to know how you do it. I don't want to know how anybody reads inside my mind. Fantastic. Best of luck this Friday into the semi-final. Norway's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Do stay in touch and let us know how you get on.
Will
Cheers,
indeed.
James.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations.
Cheers, Dennis. Thanks so much.
Now we're going to take a break while we try and figure out what he's just done, and you can join us for more Ireland AM very shortly.